Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game Podcast. I'm Lucas, and I'm here with my co-host Landon. How are we doing?
So good, Lucas. How are you doing today? Feeling very, very well.
I'm doing good. Got into NF a lot today. The rapper, I don't know
Oh
why.
my god. I was just talking to Lucas how I think Eminem is trash, and I think
And
he always has been. If you think that Eminem is good, fight me in the
I
comments
wasn't saying
section.
Eminem, I was saying NF.
And sorry, NF, I also think is somehow worse than Eminem, and I think that Eminem is also bad.
Yeah, so he's wrong. So that's fine. You know, we have our differences, whatever. But
Yeet eclipses them entirely.
I mean, he's good, but like, there's
Yeet
no
is
there's
so
no
fire.
meaning to the lyrics, dude.
Real take, Yeet is more creative than Eminem.
Maybe, I don't know. So I haven't been listening to rap that much recently. So okay. So we went to a few cups this week. Landon went to one. How'd you do with that one?
I got top 8. And
Dog.
then, yeah, I played Kyogre. It was pretty good. That's what I'm playing this weekend. Lucas is not, I don't think. I think for the first time in a while, we're going to be playing different decks. But felt pretty good. I think I misplayed in game 3 of top 8. But that's what the cup was for. So,
Yeah.
how about
Um,
yourself?
I'm on Gardevoir for Van, and I brought it to a few cups this weekend. I was at, came like third at one cup, and then won another one, just last night actually, and yeah, it worked well. Gardevoir is a good deck. Just deciding between one or two cards, and then we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it. More like three. But
Broken.
send it. We're gonna send it. Gardevoir is what we're playing. Don't worry, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled same 60s soon. But he's playing Kyogre. I don't know, man. Gardevoir just seems better right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm going to talk about it on our tier list. But Kyogre feels pretty good into like everything except Gardevoir. So,
Yeah,
but you can still win.
that's why I'm playing Gardevoir. Not for Kyogre, but just because I think Gardevoir takes good matchups all across the board.
Yeah.
And I would also like to talk about this tournament that I have up right now, Tournament of Doom. So this tournament is actually happening as we are recording this, which is surprising. It is midnight where we are right now. This tournament is
Wait.
going
Are
to
you?
top
Do you have
8.
to play your next round?
No, 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 no. Bro, you think I would have started the pod with another round to play?
I thought you were just gonna start playing mid pod.
That would have been really funny and probably good content, but So yeah, I came 11th out of like 143, right? 143? 154. I came 11th with this Ancient Box 60. Um,
It's
Ha-
broken.
Koraidon's bad. Fighting Energies are bad.
How long do we have to preach that Koraidon is horrible?
I don't know, man. Koraidon's just... So the reason I think Koraidon's bad is you're flooding your board with ancient Pokemon, which are not going into their discard, which make your one-hit knockouts in the late game way harder.
Yep.
And
Even when you have to bench like one Flutter Mane or something, it's like it makes it
makes it
noticeably
weirder.
harder. Yeah.
And you have to play Fighting Energies, which is just so bad. Fighting Energy is
Dark
so
Patch is
bad.
so much better.
Yeah, so the Dark Patch was really good. It just means that you can, like, in the late game, I've had games where I literally bench a Moonix, attach 3 energies to it, and just swing with my Baby Moon in the active, and just have an attacker.
Broken.
It's so good.
And it's so easy to like once you're at like one shot range, you can start like dark patching to your bench ones. So you kind of have like checkmate on board with like multiple setup.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
I
how
know it
Landon
doesn't
would
really
beat
do
me. Landon,
Yeah.
you would beat me by setting up, like, 3 Baby Moons, and I would actually just scoop right then and there.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're
I
doing
like to
too
set
much.
up like 3 if possible, and then you have energies on like all of them at least one. So it's super easy to chain the attacks.
Yeah,
And
because...
then like you're able to pal pad back the boss late game because you're like poke stop thinning.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you just have the
Palpad is
boss for
so
turn.
good in this deck. Oh, my
I
God.
know we were playing 2 boss before, no pal pad, but
Palpad's
Palpad's
way
broken.
better. Palpad's way better. I had a game
This is just
today.
sick though.
I had a game today where I didn't know my opponent decked out, so I went to for the win con of Palpad boss, draw 3 out of a 4-card deck, and I missed the boss. But like that situation, instead of having to discard them all with Pokestop, I had that play where I was very likely to hit boss. It was a 75% chance to hit boss, and I missed. But he decked out anyway, so that was my Goldango opponent. Which, by the way, shout out to him. He made a sick joke. My username in PDCGL is PK Bubba. So he was like, is PK Bubba the gum that Nest chews on? Which I thought was pretty cool. It was a pretty funny pun. but he was playing the Goldango 60. I'm I was very, very appalled when I first saw it because there's just no active early game draw supporters, which kind of confuses me. But it's definitely just like Pokestop.deck, Pokestop.coinbonus.deck, and you just flood your board with you flood your hand with energies. You just do that very consistently. So I kind of like it in a sense. The energy switch is a bit confusing, but like I think it's just so that you can go attach metal to Goldango, attach water to red, go ahead and attach water, energy switch. But I just don't know why that would be better than fourth shoes or fourth retrieval.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate Goldango, so.
True. Okay, so my matchups tonight was I beat a Zard, which was no wait, this is the wrong guy. That's not me. I beat a Future Hands. So no, I lost to a Future Hands. I lost to a Future Hands. I got absolutely smoked. Like I had no chance. I got cooked by this Future Hands. They were way too aggressive. They amped me very early with crowns. It was just too much. And then I hit this like silly Zard deck list. But so I beat that because it was it was okay. It's okay. It's like it's pretty cool, creative, but I did beat that. That was my Zard win. And then I beat a Miraidon Regieleki because in the late game I just went one shot Iron Hands and then I had one shot on board. Mm-hmm. So I just won because you're not really threatening Iron Hands that much in the matchup. You're threatening it like once in the matchup, and that's only taking 2, so you're not really doing that much with the hands.
Mm-hmm.
I lost to a Snorlax stall because I have no idea how to play the matchup. I need to learn that, but I have no idea how. So I was just like tusking, and then that just didn't work because I had to either use supporters to draw.
You should probably attack for damage.
Yeah, so I lost that matchup, and then I beat a Tina. I remember my opponent like DC'd, but I was in a fine spot anyway. He had to bench 4 Comfey because I had Flutter Mane, and then he like bossed around it and got like 4 Comfeys.
No way.
Which is pretty funny. This Future Hands deck, I feel like I donked him. He went Miraidon Attach Pass. I went like Ultra Ball, Earthen Vessel Sada. And
nice.
Yeah. So I won that game. And then Lost Box was my 7th round. And I went double Flutter Mane, Sada, attach, just 90 damage spam. They weren't able to do anything for the entire game, and I just wiped the board. And then against the Goldango opponent, it got really close. We were in 2-shot wars. I had Frenzied Gouging. He bossed around that to the moon. I was going to set up a checkmate, but then he decked himself out. And I would have lost if he didn't deck himself out because I missed the 75% chance of win. So it was cool. I tusked for a lot of time in that matchup. Like they just weren't doing anything, and I went like tusk away energy retrieval, tusk away boss. Like it was good. Tusk is good. Tusk is good into random situations, and it's just ancient.
Mill4 is a lot.
Yeah, Mill4 is really good. It's just ancient. It's just a physical ancient card with good text because the decks have to commit so much to keep up with ancient box that when it just serves when there is a mill factor, there's just too much to handle in a lot of situations for a lot of decks.
Yeah, you can mill like 12 and then like super rod back. But yeah, this deck is sick. It's looking good for you, I see.
Flutter Mane's also really good. Like in the C-POW, they just can't Shivery. It's just broken. Into Zard if they only have one Charmander.
The Flutter Mane shuts off like a lot of things. Shuts off like Lugia sometimes if they start Lugia V.
Shuts off Arceus if it's in the active.
Yeah.
It's like really good.
Starting Flutter Mane is pretty nice. And then like obviously into Comfey, it's like pretty broken.
Yeah, it's like how you win.
Yeah, and if you just like if a lot of people are playing Iron Bundle, you can just like bench another Flutter Mane. Yeah, and that does nothing.
Yeah, this is our 60 for Ancient Box. We think Drum of Awakening, my opinion, is the best singular card to be in a deck of all time. Is what I'm thinking because the card is so good. You draw like 3.
It's pretty
good. You find
it
off Pokestop and it's plus 10 damage. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. I don't know about your claim. I feel like there are some pretty powerful cards out there.
Like one of cards.
We should research that further and get back to the crowd with a best card in the archetype video.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, that sounds sick as hell. Like during the free time between NAIC and Worlds.
True.
Be cool.
History videos. That'd be sick. So for the rest of the episode today, we have.
I just want to mention one more thing.
Oh, Lucas's standings. Okay.
I just want to show the top 8. So this is the very beginning of what we will see.
Broken deck.
This is the this is the very beginning of the format. So we have an Arceus, which is an Arceus Aerodactyl, actually.
Oh,
so pretty cool. The Salvador. This is a good idea because then going first, you can Aerodactyl, obviously, and then going second, you can go Aerodactyl, Luminion, Salvador, Aerodactyl, V-Star.
I feel like your hand has to be pretty good for you to hit that, though.
Yeah, your hand has to be very good. That's why you only play one.
Yeah, I guess like it only works exactly when you started the Aerodactyl V.
Or when you have Jet or Prime Catcher.
I guess.
But I guess they're playing towards it. They play Squawk, yeah.
And Relicanth. So they have the Crushing Hammer and then the Aerodactyl
That's
V second
nasty. Rock Crush? That's nasty. That's
so you can
really
Crushing Hammer plus Rock Crush against Zard.
This list is super disruptive. Energy. You play like 4 Hammer, Airy.
That's pretty lit, actually.
Airy's a sick card. Like Airy's a really good card in Arceus. So shout out to McCalmick, or more well known as Michael Zhang in the community.
True.
We have 2 C-Pows. This one is playing the hands, the Poffins, stuff like that. We're not gonna go. We probably shouldn't go too in depth, but it's something that I think is worth noting. We have a Lugia. Lugia is one of the most popular decks on ladder and in tournaments recently. This deck's very strong, obviously. Formancino. This list is looking really good.
Okay, at least I'll give this person credit for playing more research than they play Serena.
No, the Serena rant. Do it.
No, they're playing more research than Serena. That's acceptable.
That's
acceptable. I respect it.
I think Serena's good. And then a Spatra. Spatra's in 5th place here right now, but top 8 is currently happening. So
broken.
You play a Banette EX, which is pretty silly, but if you go first, it can completely lock some decks out the game. Rigid Band, the stage 1 Pokemon this is attached to, takes 30 less. So you're tanking, your Zatus are attaching, your Pokemon League headquarters are ring. Yeah.
Broken deck.
Spatra's good. Spatra's not, in my opinion, a top deck, but it has potential. It has legs. Tina. Lost on Tina's been seeing a bit more hype in Japan recently. But
yeah, Temple here, nice.
Temple
for Mist
really
Energy.
Good. Oh, it's so strong. And like Gift Energies into Lugia, it's so good. Lost Impact, very strong attack, as we all know.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. So I also kind of like how this deck doesn't need a Master Belt.
Maximum Belt. Pretty Super Rod is broken too with the Iron Leaves.
Oh yeah, Maximum Belt's super. It's nice not have to have it because in Arctina you had 2 ways of one-shotting, and in this deck you have like 5 ways because you have Leaves, 3 Rod, and Star Requiem. So even with Star Requiem and Leaves and just not super rodding it back if they lost Idiot, you still have the same amount of one-shots as Arctina did, and you have the extra Gust on the Pidgeot with the Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher's really nice. It lets you cut a switch card, yada, yada, yada. 2 Zards. Let me open both these 60s real quick. So this one is playing the Ghastly Gengar. It's pretty sick.
Snorlax tech.
Bro is not losing to Snorlax.
That's actually funny. I guess you just actually auto-win Snorlax if you play the Gengar line.
Yeah. Because you go just Gengar, and then you have Zard, and then you have Charmeleon with Combustion. And you have the Maximum Belt, too. This guy is not losing. You have Maximum Belt on the Chi-Yu. This guy does not want to lose. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, with the Gengar, you have everything this deck needs. But Snorlax would just win because it would just run you out of switches. But Gengar is something to consider. It's pretty good. Shout out to Jake Gearhart for bringing the idea to the community. It worked. The people are playing it. Oh, my God. This guy's also playing Gengar.
No way.
There's 2 Gengars.
The Devil Gengar.
So,
that's actually pretty correct.
Yeah. This list... They're very similar. Are these the exact same 60s?
No, there's some shifting cards.
No, but that's just... Oh my goodness, these are the exact same 60s.
Nice. Cool.
Right? 1 Gengar, 1 Manaphy, Rotom Jirachi, all of that's the same. Arvins, 3 Ionas, 3 Bosses, Roxanne Research, 4 Candies, 4 Archibald, 4 Poffin, 2 Rod.
You're just going to recite the list.
This is actually the same 60. That's so sick. So probably some friends. And then we have C-Pow, which is currently, I think it won its top 8 match. Yes. Oh no, it beat the Arc. Okay, so live updates. Lugia, Tina, and Sea Power going in. And yeah, Sea Power. This is the other Sea Power list. We've been seeing Kyogre a bit in Japan, and it's making its way here. It's a really sick gust. It's like a snipe option, which I really like. Sea Power, it's really powerful in these kind of archetypes to just be able to have different things than those Ooga Ooga one-hit KOs, you know?
Yeah, like the sniping is cool. There's a little bit less mana fee in the format, but I still think Kyogre's like not really needed.
Yeah, you have Gren. You have Cologne, like Gren Cologne. This guy has so much sniping. What? Gren Cologne and Kyogre? Yeesh. So yeah.
But yeah, cool. Tier list time.
Tier list time. Okay, so
For the rest of the episode, we're going to be doing our Vancouver tier list, final tournament of this format. And we're going to be looking at the tier list. We're both going Kyogre time. That's what I have to say.
Okay, Goldango is in C tier?
No, dude, F tier. D tier. Can we make F tier exclusively for Goldango?
No. It's been doing well, bro. It's definitely C tier.
Fine.
Yippee! Okay, that's all I wanted. What deck do you want to start with?
I feel like we could probably start with like Zard. Just like maybe the top three could do Zard, Tina, and Guardy.
Yeah. So Zard, I
feel like Zard's is probably not even S tier anymore. Maybe A.
Yeah, I think it's A tier right now. It's taking bad matchups into Moon, Guardy, and Tina.
Yeah, Gardevoir is like there's gonna be a lot of Gardevoir this weekend, I think, which is funny because I'm playing Kyogre, but I feel like it's fine. But yeah, Zard is just really weak into Guardy, and then like the catcher Moon can kind of catch you off guard a little bit, and like Tina's slightly unfavored. No, but you can get catcher like sacked pretty easily, so it's not like it used to be pretty like super favorable, but I feel like you can get sacked a bit.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's just the development of the meta, you know, like you take a bad stall matchup, stall just won a regional.
You can't play Gengar yet.
No, you can play Gengar.
Not in this tournament.
Yeah, bro. Play Gengar, everybody. Tech for your Mawiles. Let's go.
Yeah, but yeah, Zard is just kind of like in an unfavorable spot right now. It's not like it's a bad deck. Obviously, it's still very good, but I wouldn't put it in S tier for this tournament.
Yeah.
Even though it might be like an S tier deck of this like format in general.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, meta just shifted to not liking Zard. Let's go on to Tina. I think Tina
was probably S.
I was gonna say top of A.
Really?
It's just losing to Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is by far and away the best deck right now.
Yeah, I guess it could be top of A. I just think it's better than Zard for sure.
That's why it's top of A for sure.
You think? Are you gonna say Guardy's the only S tier deck?
Guardy is definitely S tier. Well, keep talking about Tina though. So Tina is favored into Zard. Very very strong in the stall. Like your Zard matchup's really good if they're playing the Pidgeot version. If they're playing the Pidgeot version, you're just going to go kill your Pidgeot in the mid to late game, and then you're just gonna go Roxanne Path, KO, whatever. They're just gonna fumble.
Free as frick, man.
Heck yeah. So yeah.
And then like you just have Roxanne Path, catcher shenanigans, super aggressive attacks, spread. It's just got all the boxes ticked.
I mean, right now I think its Moon matchup is fine. It's nice to have.
If you play Spirit Tomb, you're chilling so hard, man.
Oh yeah, play Tomb. Play Tomb in your Tina list because it beats Zard.
I also think Mew is really good this weekend.
True, Mew's good. Tomb. Tomb beats Stall. It helps a lot in the Mew. It really helps your Moon matchup. Your Zard matchup becomes good when going first. Like, it's worth it.
I love Spirit Tomb. I feel like I've been preaching Spirit Tomb in Tina for like 6 months, more than 6 months.
Yeah, this is the event where I think it'll be in a lot of lists. So if you're playing Manaphy, cut it for Tomb. Just do it.
That's facts.
Just cut it for Tomb. Like, there's no real reason. Manaphy is good into like Tina Mirrors and regular Lost
Box. I love when they ninja for 2 prize cards and then they just get Roxanne immediately. It's so sick.
True. That's something. We didn't play it to Worlds. We played Tomb, right? To Worlds?
I didn't go to Worlds.
I know, but I played Tomb to Worlds, right?
I don't know.
Bro, yeah, that was
I wasn't even there.
Worlds was the first event where I like almost same 60'd you. Even though you weren't at Worlds. I just copied what you said was really good, and then I just tested the heck out of it, and it was really good.
Broken. Gardevoir?
Gardevoir. So I think Gardevoir is the only S tier deck. Your Zard matchup is really good if you can make it past like turn 2 or 3. Your Tina matchup, because okay, your whole plan with Zard is you're just gonna step, you're gonna take a turn to get ready, and then you're just gonna go KO Pidgeot, and then when they KO you, your reversal's gonna proc again. You're gonna KO, and then you're gonna Zacian. Very strong matchup. There's gonna be quite a bit of Zard, so it's nice to beat that. Your Tina matchup is good, very strong. Not just very strong. It's like slightly, it's favored for sure, because with Jirachi.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close though.
Yeah, it's close for sure. But with
Especially
Jirachi,
if the Tina plays Avery.
if Tina plays Avery, it can get sus. But right now, I think it's pretty good.
Among Us.
I knew. I thought you were gonna say that too. My cousins downloaded Among Us on their tablets today. And
No
they were like
way.
playing it.
Among Us.
They got Among
That's
Us.
so sick. Among Us. They're gonna find the imposter
True.
at Vancouver Regionals.
They had no idea what they were. They had no idea what they were doing.
Were they venting?
No, they were not venting for real. I don't.
Dang.
He would have actually screamed if he got imposter. He would have been yeah.
What is Gardevoir's bad matchup, you think? Probably Chenpao?
CPOW is like not even that bad. Like it's probably.
I mean,
like,
I guess if they just like get the turn to Cologne Shirk and KO to Curly, you're probably in a tough spot, hey?
Yeah, but even that is like winnable because then you go Counter Catcher, Iono, KO Bib,
Or just hands decks.
hands deck. Cause like Miraidon is your worst matchup. This Miraidon, like it's such a bad matchup. Miraidon, I'm not putting it in D tier by the way. I don't know. Miraidon is such a bad matchup. Like it's my friend was playing it against me and I'm like, dude, like I got angry to the point where I literally went to the office, grabbed a chessboard, and just was like, play me in a game of actual skill. Because I was mad at Miraidon just going turn. I was mad at turn 1 hands.
Shee.
Nah, I wasn't like
Gardevoir
actually
feels very
mad,
good.
but I pulled like the funny, hey man, I can't. Yeah, but
Gardevoir's probably like, it just has the best matchups, I think. But it's not, it's just kind of like slightly good into everything. It's not like you're going to have like 80% matchups.
Your Zard matchup could definitely be
Well,
like
you definitely have
65.
favored matchups. It's just like some things are pretty close, and there's definitely room to like lose if you like have a bit of a slower start. And
I love those kind of decks. Like I played Arc Inteleon.
yeah, super good
Vancouver
catch-up
2
deck. You have
years
like
ago.
4 Ionos.
I played Arc Inteleon
It's
to
a
Vancouver
good
2
time
years
to-
ago, and Vancouver was 50-50 into everything. Arc Intel was 50-50 into everything, and I loved it.
Yeah, those are fun decks. It's definitely like that's a Gardevoir's a 50-50 deck for sure into a lot of matchups, but maybe like 55.
I think it's like even 55-60.
Where do you think Roaring Moon is?
I would say Roaring Moon is like kind of on the par with Zard right now.
I think it's
Maybe
I was gonna say top of B.
Yeah, I think it's top of
I think
B.
it's like it's just really aggressive and it's just gonna put the pressure on. And if you whiff at any moment, you're just gonna lose because they just kill you so fast. But if most decks, if they're like drawing properly, they're gonna or just drawing somewhat well, they're gonna be able to respond.
Wait, this doesn't look good. Roaring Moon
Yeah,
is not.
your matchup spread's pretty bad. Like you're bad into Gardevoir, you're bad into Tina, especially if they play if they play Tomb, you're bad into Tina.
Yeah.
Zard matchup's not good.
Yeah, like it's Zard
Your
matchup's
Lost Box
fine. Zard
matchup's not
matchup's
good.
probably fine. Yeah. Wait, this tier list doesn't look correct because this deck is definitely A tier, but it's not even close to Zard or Tina. It's also not one tier better than Goldango.
Yeah, Goldango's D. Thank God.
And then I think maybe this should be like this, and this should be like this.
Nah, holy. Chill, put it back. Chenpao.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Moon is just like it's a good aggression. It's a good
I think top
aggressive
of B
deck.
is pretty appropriate, personally.
Yeah. C-Pow. I would probably say B.
I feel like C. Top of C.
Whoa.
You think it's really in B tier? I don't think it's very good. Like, what's it doing?
It's Grenning and it has hands. So you have multiple
I guess it did
turns.
good at the European regional.
Yeah, one Dortmund, didn't it?
I suppose.
Was it Dortmund?
I suppose it did.
It doesn't matter. Owen Cameron won with it. No. Wait, no. It won the one that Goldango came second in.
Oh, you should.
Oh, dang
You
it.
got me with the
Oh,
gosh
God.
darn it. On gosh, on goodness, that was not cool, man. Chien-Pao it just feels like I feel like it's so good post rotation compared to now, and it's just not something I would want to play. But I guess its matchup spread's fine. It's just really not consistent, and I guess best of three can save you. But like I've played against Chien-Pao a couple times at regionals, and they literally have bricked two of the three games like over half the time I've played against Chien-Pao in events, and it just kind of shows how like high rolly your run is going to be. But if you draw really well, you're going to do good. Maybe that's just the approach you want to take.
Yeah. Should we put it in? No, I think B is.
I guess B is fine. I guess I did win a regional. I'd say bottom of B for Chen Pao, top of C. Yeah, is this Sablezard or
Yeah,
is
this
this
is
like
Sable's
the?
hard.
Yeah, C seems fine. If you play Jirachi, like how does this deck beat you? Like,
Yeah, I think C tier is good for Lost Box Art. There's a few things that I think make it have potential. Like it's probably very tip top of C, but it has some good matchups for sure.
yeah, I don't think it's horrible. It has like things going for it, but it's not better than like any other Lost Box deck,
So it
or
beats
better
Moon.
than
It
playing like
beats Tina. Zard matchup is fine with
Wizard
some
matchups.
checks.
Wizard matchup's pretty mid because they just have Jirachi.
Maybe B
Bro,
tier,
no,
low key.
no.
Fine.
You had it.
C tier. C tier, C tier. Sable's Art is
It
just
beats
good.
Dango.
It's good. It does beat Dango. So
Everything beats Dango, man.
if you're expecting literally
Except
all
for
9 of
Zard,
your
I
rounds
guess.
to be Dango, play Lost Box
Play
Art.
any deck and you will win.
True. Yeah, I think Lost Box Art's good. Wait.
Go straight yawning again.
No, why did I not? That yawn didn't complete. That was sad. Oh, that sucked.
Is the next Lost Zone deck, or what kind of Lost Zone are you referencing?
Okay.
Like Turbo Lost or Kyogre?
I mean, Lost Box Art. I mean, I think it's just a good deck. Like, you're going to get those turn 1 crams very consistently. You're very consistent, and your late games are really strong, but you're just not doing too much in the middle game. And
I don't think that like I would ever consider playing Radzard Lost Box.
oh, there you go. No.
Anything like you just get hard countered by Jirachi because you don't have like
Sure,
anything.
you
other
have
than
like
Lost
nothing.
Mine.
You have
But
nothing to that.
I think let's say the next one. What's more popular? I guess Kyogre is the more popular one. Let's say it's Kyogre. I feel like Kyogre's A tier. It's like easily A tier.
A
I think
tier.
I think it's better than Zard.
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah.
you just like you beat everything except Gardevoir, and the Gardevoir matchup's not that bad. I say it's like 40-60 at worst. If you draw well off Ionos, and thin your deck appropriately, you can like set up checkmate with like Boss Moon or
Yeah.
hands. Taking your last two, you can like just apply a lot of pressure early with Cram, and then it's just awkward when they go like reversal on their Gardevoir and then Iono. That's just the awkward turn. But you can just put a lot of pressure on and hope that works, and then everything
Yeah.
else. Kyogre beats like the like basic EX decks like Moon, Miraidon. Good against Mew. You have double Moon.
You're good against Snorlax.
I guess yeah. I mean, I'm playing like the Paradox version of this deck. I guess there's also like the Pidgeot V, Dragonite V. But how does that deck ever beat Zard now that people know Mawile exists? That's the thing. I feel like that deck only functions when Mawile is a secret.
Yeah, true.
Because now
That's
Gardevoir
true.
is just playing Turo.
Yeah, Gardevoir's playing Turo, Zard's playing Gengar.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. That's really funny.
Nah. So I agree. I think Lost on the Box is really strong. The list that Landon has is just beating Zard.
Yeah, you just can stream the moons.
And
You
like,
can also like boss arm press the Pidgeot too.
yeah, true. Like you have so many outs to it. Tina is a very strong matchup because you're just going to either like Sableye, let them take a few knockouts and then go Roxanne, Sableye. You're the first one to do it. Or if they bench 2 Tina V, you go take 2 prizes and then set up 2
Yeah,
Tinas.
if they
and
revenge
Kyogre.
2 TNV, you're like, okay, cool, GG, bro. You're just gonna be able to stay at 4 and never get Roxanne and then Kyogre for a game.
Yeah, true. Your Gardevoir matchup is not terrible, but it's not good. It's definitely not good. It's definitely
Yeah,
unfavored.
it's your worst matchup. You're pretty happy to hit like literally anything else except maybe Chen Pao. But everything else feels so nice because Kyogre is so broken into like the aggressive decks, and then you just have the power of traditional Lost Zone cards into everything else.
Dub. Dub.
Snorlax, I think Pidgeot is the better Snorlax for
I
sure.
agree. I honestly kind of want to put it in A tier.
I could see it in A tier, but again, I don't know if it's A tier because Gardevoir is playing at least Turo. I feel like Palpad Turo is gonna
The
be pretty
matchup's like
common.
no, Palpad's not common.
I feel like it'll be pretty common. I feel like there's gonna be more than I feel like more than 30% of people playing Palpad on their list.
That's crazy. I don't know. Apparently, Snorlax Pidgeot is like not that good in the Gardevoir. Like apparently, Snorlax Pidgeot's
if you just
very
fill your
good in
bench,
the
you
Gardevoir.
have
No,
to
apparently Snorlax Pidgeot's good in the Gardy. Like I was just getting schmucked by the Luxray, but that's because at the cup yesterday was 5 rounds for seniors, and so I was hitting masters, and they were playing Snorlax Pidgeot, and I started Gren, so I had to like Turo it. And then I just couldn't get my step, and I developed a step board without step, which means I just had less Ralts on my board, and it just was wasting my Turo, and it's bad, and whatever.
Yeah, like your other matchups aren't that good either though. As Snorlax, like Tina is a bad matchup.
Not with the Snorlax Pidgeot version, it's like fine, because you go Zard, Defiance Band, Iona. Like you actually just reverse sweep Tina.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like your I don't know. I feel like Snorlax, you just kind of have to hit the right matchups, and then you're fine. But
Roulette Royale.
yeah,
For real.
and it's I feel like regular Snorlax stall is probably like bottom of B. It's just I feel like it's just worse than the Pidgeot right now.
Probably like the same as Tina. No, do you want me to?
I feel like Pidgeot is definitely can be A.
Yeah, like it won a regionals last
Bottom
week.
of A.
It's very strong.
And like Snorlax has been a consistent presence like this whole format, and it's been very strong. Has showed no sign of slowing down.
Except it's slowing everyone else down.
That's true.
So yeah. Miraidon, probably like B tier.
And this would be like Peony, I suppose.
Peony Miraidon, probably B tier.
I feel like Miraidon actually feels pretty nice this weekend. Like you're pretty happy to hit Gardevoir, obviously.
You're very happy. Oh my god.
Like, it's just like Zard stonks are down, so Miraidon can kind of sneak back in. Miraidon should beat Snorlax if you're playing Tomb. I think I've never had struggles into the Snorlax matchup playing Tomb because you just shut them down. You play like Judge and stuff. You can disrupt them a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe and then like obviously Pidgeot just dies to boss, so that's pretty sick too.
Yeah, like Miraidon's pretty good this weekend, honestly. So.
Yeah, honestly, like if you're looking for a kind of sneaky play, Miraidon seems like very good because Zard is definitely like on the down low.
Yeah.
And that's your only like horrible matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I think Miraidon's very strong. You have a lot of good
Miraidon
matchups.
Flaffy, maybe Miraidon Flaffy would be like top of C.
Yeah,
because Zard is down. Like if you're trying to play Miraidon into like a Zard metagame, you kind of have to play the Flaffy version so you can play paths. But if you're just trying to dodge Zard entirely, then just play Peony and you're gonna have a more consistent deck, but you'll just have less disruption.
Yeah, like I think that's kind of the trade-off you have to make. So the disruption's really only 2 needed into Zard. And every other matchup's like, man, I wish I could Peony for double generator here.
Yeah, and you can just get hands.
Yeah, like that would be ideal here. But Peony is just going to consistently get you turn 1 hands, and that's really what, like, in a lot of matchups, if you turn 1 hands, then they're dead. You know, like and also, like, if you...
Against Guardy, like, honestly, hands, or Miraidon feels like a really good play this weekend.
Do you want to swap off to Miraidon?
No, I'm going to play Ogre, but if you're on the fence of Miraidon, and you're thinking about it, I feel like you should pull the trigger.
Yeah, low key, pretty good meta call. Like your Tina matchup's fairly strong because you just go like 220 into Tina's in the early game, Raichu in the late game, hands in the middle game.
Real. Arceus.
C tier, bottom of C.
Bottom of C. I feel like that's probably top of C, but Gardevoir being like the prominent deck really made this Arceus like way worse.
You actually just do beat everything here, yeah.
You beat everything except for Gardevoir and Moon. I'd say it's 50-50. You're playing Tomb.
Wait, why isn't it here? Because Lost Box is also done doing this.
I wouldn't go that far.
I know, but then why is Lost Box different?
Well, because Arceus is going to lose to Lost Box as well. Like Kyogre is going to be tough. Chen Pao's actually probably fine. I haven't played much against Chen Pao with it.
So why isn't it here? Just like tell me why it's not in A tier, right
Well,
behind
you just
Lost
have
Box.
worse matchups than Lost Zone Box because then you're not happy to hit Moon, you're not happy to hit Lost Box, you're not happy to hit Gardevoir. Um,
You're fine to hit Moon. With Tomb, you're so
it's
fine
it's
to hit
definitely
Moon.
it's definitely still a little unfavored. Like you have to draw pretty well, and they have to break off Iono if they
Then
draw
why
out of
isn't it
Iono.
here?
I feel like bottom of B is probably a little more appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think bottom of B, Arceus Gigas seems quite good for the weekend. If you're just
I wouldn't say it's quite good. I wouldn't play Arceus right now because Gardevoir is definitely unfavored. And Gardevoir is going to be pretty big. But I'm also playing Kyogre. I feel like there's no way I could justify playing Arc over Kyogre for like a pretty similar matchup spread, but Kyogre just has a better one.
yeah, true. I can see it. I can see that. I guess. Yeah, I can see it. I can.
Fusion Mew, I think Fusion Mew is bottom, like above Snorlax Pidgeot in A tier.
Yeah, I agree there. Like maybe here, like you can probably
Nah,
entertain
it's definitely. I think it's pretty, like very much above Snorlax Pidgeot.
because your Gardevoir matchup's fine with Ice Cube. Your Tina matchup is just probably very good. Like your Tina matchup.
Yeah,
is very
I mean
strong.
if they play
Tomb.
Spear Tomb, it can be pretty tough, but even then you can draw out of it sometimes. You're not happy to hit Kyogre like ever.
Yeah, your Zard matchup's bad. Why is this not in B tier? This is
It's just because it's
worse than
no,
Arceus.
it's just because it's Mew. Like people aren't like super stonks on Mew counters right now. I think where we had it was totally
I
where it should
guess.
be. But
I
you're
guess.
just Mew. You're just out consistent people. You're so aggressive. Like Mew just has the like added buff in every matchup of just being way more consistent than your opponent.
True.
So you're able to still beat your bad matchups quite a bit. And you're pretty happy to hit like everything else. Like you're happy to hit Snorlax. I would say a little bit more happy to hit with the double turbo version, but you're happy to hit Roaring Moon if you're playing especially Fusion Mew. You're happy to hit like Chen Pao. You're happy to hit Dawn's a great matchup. There's so many good matchups from you.
Yeah, like I think Mew beats everything in B tier. And then your A tier matchups, like your Tina matchups, like good. If they play Tomb, it gets iffy. Your Gardevoir matchups, like probably like unfavored for sure, but with double box, you can kind of get there sometimes. Snorlax Pidgeot matchup's good. Lost Box matchup's terrible. Zard matchup's terrible. Yeah, so
I'd put double turbo Mew like between Mew and Chen Pao and B tier. I feel like that's a good spot.
I mean that just seems like. But a lot of decks are playing Tomb now for this. I was thinking like, no, actually,
You just still play double fusion energy though. The Tomb doesn't touch you.
yeah, true. Yeah, B tier. I think Mew's good for this event just because it's Mew and it's inherently
Lugia is
powerful.
D.
One last ride, D tier Lugia.
Yeah. Mew rotates finally. It feels like it's literally been in standard for 3 years, has it not?
Yeah,
Yeah, 3
Mew's
years.
out. But quick little side note, because of there still being some pre-row tournaments this week, their Mew Genesect and Single Strike Lugia survived rotation via play
Nice.
limitless decks. So shout out to
Mew
Mew and
doesn't
Single
rotate.
Strike. Yeah, shout out to Mew and
Still
Single Strike
real.
Lugia for
Still real.
still being there after rotation. Wait, there's an
Shout
Incineroar.
out Spide Ups.
Spy Offs? Yeah, because everything's like one ofs, and like the most played is like 31, which is so little. But
Yeah.
shout out to Mew and
Claw.
Single Strike Lugia for making it to post-row. Good on
Yeah.
you.
That's funny. Broken.
Cloth is C tier.
Clough's honestly not that bad. Like Clough is kind of good.
Yeah, true. Like your Gardevoir
Except for your Gardevoir matchup's atrocious. But you're fine to Tina. You're just aggressive. You're fine to Lost Box. Clough has HP. You're good into Zard. Your Mew matchup's probably not very good.
Yeah, your Snorlax matchup's definitely very bad. Your Moon matchup's good.
Maybe. Yeah, I feel like it's like fine. It's not like a good play, but there's people that have played Clough and done okay, and I feel like that's pretty much how I feel about it. You'll do okay.
Yeah, I think Lost Box Zard is probably still better than Cloth for this event.
Yeah. Bottom of C tier.
Intel Urshifu, I think, takes that slot though.
I feel like Intel is better than Clough.
Yeah,
Let's give it
like
a little bit of
probably.
credit. Yeah, Intel HFU was like really cracked at the beginning of this format. But now that Moon is way popular, Gardevoir with Jirachi Manaphy can honestly be pretty tough. Like Zard is still good, but then you've also got like Mew up there. Snorlax is a horrible matchup. There's just like not a
Phalanx,
good field.
Phalanx. It's still so bad.
Yeah, it's not it, man. There's just not good matchups for you.
Yeah. Sag, we miss Urshifu very deeply, but I mean, it's just not that good right now.
Yeah, we farmed good finishes and it was good.
Yeah, true that. That was probably like the most money we have made combined in an event this year, right? No,
Probably. I
like
haven't done good since, so.
I mean, Pittsburgh was like 2K and then 2K. Yeah, because we made 5K at that event. No, we made 5K at that event.
Real.
Was it 5K?
Anti-Valiant, top of C?
No, wait, it was 4K, which I think is still more than everything else. But okay,
know.
whatever. Top of C. No, what? No, what there? Surely.
No, it's kind of good.
Anti-Valiant's like decent into Tina, decent into Zard, not decent into. It's not like it's decent into Guardy, but once all these decks set up, it's like bad. Fusion Moon matchup was terrible. Snorlax Pidgeot
A lot of the
matchup
times
was
you
mid.
just don't let them set up, though. No, the Snorlax Pidgeot matchup's not mid. You play like 12 or something switch cards.
Yeah, but they just go like Misfortune Sisters Luxray. You're just not dealing with that. You're getting cooked by that.
Nah, bro, trust.
Nah,
I don't know.
this
And
deck
like
is
it
just.
top aided Knoxville. Like, it's not a bad deck.
But since
Definitely better than
Knoxville,
Round Flappy.
Snorlax Pidgeot's gotten way better. Fusion Moon's gotten way better.
I don't know. I think it's fighting for top of C tier. I don't think it's great, but it's better than the rest of C tier. I think it
I
has
don't
better
know. I think
results
Lost
than the
Box
rest of
Zard
C
is
tier.
low-key here. Lost Box Zard could be top of C.
I feel like that's an L.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, with some text.
That's good. I think this is a swag money sauce tier list.
Anti-Valiant, like, it beats Gardevoir sometimes. Beats, like, if they set up
Busted.
two... If they set up two Ralts and a Jirachi on the first turn, you're actually just in shambles, dude. Like, you're having an emotional breakdown on the table.
No, 'cause you lost because you went second and they hit 4 Valiant.
On what?
Your Ralts.
And then I go attach Evolve Step.
No, because you got donked by Valiant.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Because game 1, that's the case. Game 3 or game 2 is not the
Yeah,
case.
I don't know. I'm not like I have never really.
Landon is submitting
Anti-Valiant,
Anti-Valiant
but it has
to
better results.
Vancouver Regionals.
I am not. I think it's better than the rest of C tier, and I didn't know we were going to argue that much about it.
I don't know, man. I think, like, Lost Zard has got some text. Lost Zard is good.
I don't think it's very good. I think it's. I could even see it being worse than Cloth.
That's crazy. That's a crazy line.
That's probably. I think it's good where it is.
Do you
Maybe
think
it's better
here-
than Red Fluffy.
Do you think this is better?
No,
Like, why?
I think this is good.
Okay. I'll stop
This
messing
is
with
bu-
it. Surely Dango is better than, like,
Nothing.
Cloth and Urshi. Surely Dango's
Dango's
here.
horrible. No, Dango. It was so good, Lucas. Stop.
It's an S tier. Let's go. I don't know. I could see it in D. It just has one game plan. Like, Dango got nothing after the...
It sucks.
Right.
But that's the Vancouver tier list. Welcome to Canada, guys. We're so happy to have you.
If you want poutine, go to Costco. I'm not even kidding.
It's pretty good. I'm so excited that we get to wake up at our normal place of residence and then just drive to the regional.
Sure,
It's
gonna be
pretty sick.
It doesn't feel the same. Like, I've not been in the zone for Vancouver the past 2 years. I've been, like, this season and last season, I've just not been in the zone for Van. It's weird. Getting on a plane, like, makes you know you're going to an event.
Nah, I'm in the zone. I'm going to be aqua storming these MFs. It's going to be sick. I'm so
Yeah.
hype.
I don't know. Like, I'm on Guardy. I think it's good. Step some nerds. Like, your Zard matchup's strong. Your Tina matchup's strong. Your Moon matchup's strong. Your Fusion Moon matchup's strong.
Yeah, Gardevoir's a good play. Until you get aqua stormed. Let's go. Let's go.
Bro, you actually just get schlacked by Guardy.
Yeah, sure.
Do you
I'm gonna
not?
aqua storm you. I don't know. I don't like theory crafting at the end of the pod.
You don't?
Nah,
Isn't
bro.
that what everyone watches for? The
Money
30-minute ramp at the end of it?
Yes, that's exactly what they watch for. 30-minute rant at the end of it.
Nah, for real.
No, but a little bit of a shorter episode today. We just wanted to get this quick tier list out because it's the last tournament of this format, right?
Yes.
Is there any other ones?
No.
Yeah.
Pretty
it's
sure.
sick.
Pretty sure? Let's just check. We can check RK9. No, wait. We can check PokerStats Live real quick. Because that'll tell us. PokeStats Live. Yippee! Vancouver and then Europe International. So this is the last event of this format.
Let's go. And then we're off to London in 2 weeks.
Yes. So London is going to be sick. We're excited for London for sure. Ancient Box is up there in our picks for sure.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Outro?
Great Tusk.
You got the outro.
I got
the
intro.
outro?
You got outro.
Okay. Well, you have all been listening to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game podcast. It has been me, Landen and Lucas. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Spotify, leave a 5-star review, and we will give you a ooey gooey chocolate chip cookie straight out of the oven. It will be delicious.
I thought you were going to go somewhere completely different with that sentence.
Nope, I was not. I was talking about chocolate chip cookies straight out the oven. They're going to be bussin'. Chocolate chips are going to be melting. It's going to be delicious. So you just got to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify and you'll get a free chocolate chip cookie.
Peanut butter cookies are better.
Yeah, but we got to be sensitive for the peanut allergies in the crowd, you know?
If you have a peanut allergy, you're the weak! I'm joking.
Real.
I'm joking.
But anyways, you have been listening to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You have a wonderful day. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Even peanut allergic people.